You're right there, lads. Mr. FIFA Gamer 95 here, and I've got another episode of Silver Selection for you today. This team is a four-league hybrid, and I'm going to be using the 4-2-2 formation. So I'll get into the squad, starting with a goalkeeper. So in net, just put it on forward. Yep, we have Paulo Lopez. So Paulo Lopez plays for Benfica in Liga Portuguesa. And got a good all-round stats for a 74 rated keeper, 75 diving, 74 reflexes, 78 handling, and 74 positioning. He cost me 750 coins. You can probably get him a bit cheaper, but he was the only one in my formation at the time, so I just went with that one. Now, moving to the centre backs, they're going to link with Paulo Lopez. First player we have is Manuel da Costa, who, in my opinion, is up there in the top 2 or 3 silver centre backs on the game. It cost me 2.5k in my formation, which is reasonable when you think about him being one of the best centre backs. So with Da Costa, he's got a medium work rate, which is good for a defender because you don't want the high attacking. Could do with a bit of a high defensive, but that doesn't really matter. He has 3-star weak foot and only 2-star skills, which you expect from a defender. And I've just got some of his top stats here, lads. So his strength is 88. He has 72 sprint speed, which helps him to catch up to the faster attacker. It's not great speed compared to some centre-backs, but it's very good. With his strength, it really helps you. Then he has an 80 heading, 77 marking, and 79 stand tackle, which add up to make him a great all-round defender. Now, moving on to his centre-half partnership, have again from Liga Portuguesa, we have Miguel Vitor from Benfica. Now, Vitor is a non-rare player. Cost me 350 coins in this formation. As you can see, he's only played 6 games because I ended up getting halfway through the squad. He managed to score 1 goal for me. But I'll just go into his stats for Vitor. His heading is 75. He has stand tackle of 72 and slide of 75. Speed 68, sprint speed. I know it's not great, but it's good enough to keep up with players, to not get left behind, and he has marking of 76. And Vitor, just like the Costa, has medium work rates, and he has 2-star weak foot, 2-star skills. So now we're going to move on to the right back, where we have our first player from Serie A, is Di Silvestre, who plays for Sampdoria. Cost me 2.4k in my formation, and in the 12 games I've played, he managed to get 1 goal. Just going through his stats now, he has 86 sprint speed, which is really good for a fullback. Then he has the 80 tackling, stand tackle, and 77 slide tackle, 79 long shot, and 79 acceleration. The long shot is quite good. I didn't have many opportunities to use it, but it was decent. That was the goal I scored. It was probably about a 30-yard shot, but his acceleration and pace are good enough to keep up with wingers, and he does have good defending stats, unlike some fullbacks. Now, moving on to left back, we have Darbo from Olympique Lyonnais in the French league. Now, Darbo cost me 2.3k, and his stats were going for 84 sprint speed, 77 strength, which is really good combination as a fullback. There's not many are that strong. And then he has stand and slide tackle of 76 and 77 respectively, and 73 marking. Now Dabo has high work rates and weak foot of 2 and skill moves of 2, which is a shame because sometimes you do like to do your roulettes with your fullbacks, but it keeps things simple. Just play the ball, nothing silly with dribbles. Now moving to the CDM to link with Darbo, we have Umbuemba, I think it is, who altogether is an all-round monster. He cost me 9.9k in my formation. I've only played 8 games with him. Now, just moving into the best stats, his short passing is 81, his stand tackle is 77, he has a sprint speed of 79, so he doesn't get left for dead by some of the faster midfield players you've got. His jumping is 83, which makes up for his lack of height, because I think he's only like 5'7", but that jumping makes up, so he does win headers from CDM. And his ball control 75 means he can just keep the play ticking over, don't get caught in possession very often because he is able to turn. And Mavumba has medium work rates, which is good for a CDM because he don't get caught too far up, but he's not sat lacking as another centre half. And he has 3-star weak foot, 2-star skills. Now, moving to the CDM to link with Di Silvestre from the Serie A, we have Luca Morone from Juventus, who was probably one of the stars of the team. cost me 2.3k, and in the 12 games I played, he managed to get 5 goals for me. Now, just going into his top 5 stats that I picked out, he has 80 ball control, which, like Mavumba, means he didn't get caught in possession. He's able to keep the play ticking over. He has 75 stand tackle, short pass of 78, which means he's good as a playmaker as well. Not great, but he does get the job done. And then he has long shot of 74 and shot power of 76, which aren't the best of stats, but it really worked for me, and that's why I ended up getting so many goals with him from CDM. So now we're going to move on to the player that's going to link with Morone. And there we have Christian Pasquato of Bologna in Serie A. Now, Pasquato was up there again with the favourite players in this team. He cost me 2.6k as a centre forward, and I had to pay 1.5k to convert him, so overall about 4,000 for him. Now, going into his best stats, he has 87 acceleration, means he's great at getting off the mark, and combined with his 90 agility and 82 dribbling, means he's an absolute monster when it comes to taking players on. The skill dribble, he's amazing at it. And then his other 2 hot stats that I'd say were his curve and free kick accuracy, which are at 88, both of them, which means he's deadly from a set piece, and the 88 curve is really effective for trying finesse shots. Now, Pasquato's work rates are medium, attack and low defensive, and he has 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills. Overall, he's an absolute quality player, one of the favourite silvers I've used this year so far. Now, moving to the other CAM, now we've got the 4th league here. This is going to be Liga BBVA, and we have De Lucas from Celta Vigo. Now, he's got all-round good stats, but some of his best stats I picked out were his 90 shot power, 86 curve, 82 long shot, 82 short pass, and 84 long pass. He had the medium work rates again, and he had 3-star weak foot and 3-star skills. So overall, he's just a great playmaker. He lacks in a bit of pace, but when he's got such good passing and shooting ability, he's just an all-round quality attacking midfielder, and he has got a great cross on him off corners and free kicks, which partly down to the 86 curve and the 90 power. And that's probably scored 4 or 5 goals just off corners and 2 or 3 off crossing and free kicks. And for him, he scored 6 goals in the 12 games. Now we're going to move to the right striker. So we've got Palladino, who plays for Parma in Serie A and links perfectly with Pasquato because they're both Italian. Now, he cost me 6.5k, but his usual default is a centre forward, and I bought a converted one. And the centre forward striker card does usually cost about 5 to 6k. You can normally get Palladino from anywhere from 500 to 2,000 depending on formation. And in the 12 games I played, Pasquato managed 10 goals, and he did get quite a lot of assists as well. And now I'm just going to go into some of the best stats of Palladino. So, starting with his dribbling, very highly rated for a silver at 90, combined with his 88 ball control, means he's great, especially at those skilled dribbles, which I love to do on this game. It's so easy to take opponents out using it. Now, his curve is 83, meaning he's got a decent finesse shot. His finishing wasn't rated highly, but I found him really easy to score with. That might have been down to his curve. Then he has sprint speed and acceleration of 80. Now, his weak foot is 4-star, and he has 4-star skills, making him an all-round great striker. He could do with a bit more pace, but it's not something I really noticed too often. He was never struggling to get through. Now, moving on to the last player, we have a striker from De Lucas' club of Celta Vigo, again, to give them 2 perfect chemistry there. Now, Iago Aspas was a great player. Sometimes he didn't get involved as much as I'd hoped him to, but he got 6 goals in 12 games, cost me 4.6k. And just going into some of his best stats, he had 85 acceleration, meant he was great at getting started. He just had a bit of a slower sprint speed, so once he was up to speed, he wasn't too quick. But then agility 93 and dribbling 82 were really good for his dribbling. That skill dribble that I love were really effective with him. Then he had reactions of 94 and attack position of 87. Now, some people overlook these stats, but they were really good, because when I was deflected shots and rebounds from the keeper, Aspas was always there to pick up the loose ball and was quickest to get quite a lot of goals doing that. So overall, lads, with this team, I think I played the 12 games, and I think I won 9 games and lost 3. Won the Silver Cup once, and overall I think it's a great team that all of you should try. And I'm sure everyone does have 9 chemistry in the team. So I hope you enjoyed this, lads. You can leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another Silver selection.